All right, so this is a very fascinating move, I think. CJ Gardner-Johnson to the Detroit Lions, a move that on paper just makes a ton of sense. Lions could use secondary help, so getting a talented player in the secondary sure works. Get it. And CJ Gardner-Johnson is a talented safety, so it makes sense on paper. What's interesting about this move, though, is when we found out it was just a 1-year, $8 million deal, a move that, we would have thought CJ Gardner-Johnson would make more than just that. PFF had him projected for a 3-year, $11.5 million a year deal. So Gardner-Johnson making less per year and also only getting to 1 year. So no extended guaranteed money here. Just getting a 1-year deal is, a bit of a surprise, I would say, as someone who, listen, I think it's fair to say, I don't know if CJ Gardner-Johnson has the true value that maybe some fans might think he does, just given, he led the league in interception last year. I think that was a bit more of, Darius Slay and James Bradbury funneled a lot of things towards the middle, and he took advantage. There's certainly value in that by CJ Gardner-Johnson, but I think that the interception totals might be a bit misleading. I watched every Philadelphia Eagles snap last year very closely because of how good they were, and definitely he was, I would say, a good safety for them. That's how I would phrase it. I don't think he's challenging any of the best safeties in football or anything like that, but he's a talented player, so him maybe not getting quite as much as some people might expect is understandable, but it feels like this is even lower than maybe you would have expected, specifically the 1-year prove-it type situation. Apparently, the reports are that him and his agent turned down a more extended deal by the Philadelphia Eagles, assuming that they could get more in free agency. But then the Eagles then moved on. They kept Slay and Bradbury instead. And then when CJ Gardner-Johnson hit free agency, he realized that the extended deal wasn't quite there and now has to settle for a 1-year prove-it deal, which, if that's true, certainly unfortunate for him. That's the gamble you take. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But for the Lions, they certainly feel very good about themselves getting a very quality safety and only having to pay $8 million a year for him. Now, there's some, I think this is a good move for them. Basically, that's just the main thing, is clearly they've made an effort to improve their secondary. Also, sorry, there's some construction going on. Not sure if you can hear it. Microphone's pretty good. I don't know if you will, but if you do, I apologize. But anyways, they got Cameron Sutton already, who should be a very good corner for them, has been a very good corner for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He can play now opposite Jeff Okudah, who you don't have to rely on as much necessarily now. CJ Gardner-Johnson can now play with Kirby Joseph. You have a couple good safeties in the mix. I think Will Harris is a fine player. I would like to add another defensive back for me to feel really good about it. They did. They got Emmanuel Mosley, who I think is a very good, could be a very good move as well, getting another guy in the building. I think I would still like to potentially add one more player there just to get the depth, because depth in the cornerback position and just the safety position in general, secondary position in general is what I meant to say. It's just so important that's kind of what I would like to do. But the fact that they're clearly making an effort to improve their weakness while not overspending, none of these contracts they've handed out I would consider to be bad contracts. I think they've done a good job at addressing the issue while not over addressing the issue that we see teams do sometimes, putting too much resources into someone who isn't actually going to help them out so much. The Lions have done the opposite. They put not a ton of resources into players that I think will help them out a lot and should make them much more competitive next season. Lions looking like they could be pretty good. So yeah, that's my thought on all this stuff. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.